All right, hello YouTube. Zoom. Happy, what day is it now? Tuesday. Happy post-snow day. The kids are back to school. How was that day, Edith? It was fine. It was fine. All right. As good as it can be, eh? Very good. So as I just mentioned to Zoom, YouTube will need a red string band, okay? And if you have light weights, perfect. That'll be helpful as well. All right. Here we go. Welcome to your Get Jacked session of the week. Lots of upper body to get done. We have our demonstrator here, Edith in the house. Yes, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. All right. Here we go for our warm-up tonight. We're going to be doing 2 little circuits. Each circuit's going to have 3 movements. 3 movements, 30 seconds per move, and twice through. And it's going to be right in a row, right? No breaks in between rounds, so there's 2 rounds. And you get a nice little break as I demonstrate the second circuit, which will also be 3 moves, 30 seconds per move, twice through. Sound good? Yeah, very good. Sounds great. Yes, I like the spirit. Okay, now, here we go. Circuit number 1, move number 1, we have our high to low plank. High to low plank. Really control the hips here, so I don't care how wide your feet are here, as long as you control those hips. We're going to shift your weight to your left arm, come down to your right forearm, then left forearm. Then power back up with that right hand. Nice, slow, and controlled. And try to switch which hand you press up with each time. If you need to, come down to your knees, but make sure that you have a nice straight line the whole time. Those hips aren't sky in the air. Move number 2, we have our shoulder blade push-ups to taps. Shoulder blade push-ups to taps. So high plank position. Here we go. From here, keep those hips in line as you sink your chest to the ground, arms are straight. Power those shoulders to the sky like you're in a cat-cow. That's 1. Sink down. That's 2. And then 2 shoulder taps. Okay, so you got 1, 2 shoulder blade push-ups. 1, 2 shoulder taps. Again, you can do this on your knees as well. Hips are in line the whole time. Try not to bend those elbows. Moving on to move number 3, we have our tornado. So very light weights. So 5 pounds, maybe 8 pounds the most. Or red band in hand. Extend those arms, palms down. We're doing some tornadoes. So very small arm circles here. As quick as we can. Okay, halfway, we're going to switch direction. Now we're going. Okay, you can choke up on that band if you want to, or if you got light weights, you will feel this. I promise you that. Okay, 3 moves. 3 moves, 30 seconds per move. Twice through, start with a low to high plank. High to low, low to high. Here we go. Edith's ready. We're all set. Time is on. In 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. That's it. Very good. 30 seconds, pretty short and sweet warm-up this evening. Control those hips. I don't care how fast you can go. Halfway already. Very good. Look at that. Good balance. Any drink on Edith's back, it will not spill. That's how controlled she is. 3, 2, 1. 10-second breathers. You can stay there. And we'll get ready into our high plank position again for our shoulder blade push-ups, 2 shoulder taps. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So 2 shoulder blade push-ups. Sink that chest to the ground. Power shoulders to the sky for 2 reps. Big squeeze. And then shoulder taps. At least a second, maybe 2-second holds on those shoulder taps. Okay? Very good. Nicely done. There we go. Try to control those shoulder taps. Remember, the wider your feet are, a little bit easier it is to control those hips on those taps. 5 seconds now. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Up on your feet, light weights or band in hand. We have our tornadoes. Tornadoes. Arms are extended. 3, 2, 1. Small circles. Small, fast circles there. That's it. Burn those shoulders. Go. And we will switch directions in 3, 2, 1. Yes, clearly. Feel it already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you need it too. That's it. These are killer. These are killer. Right to the end. To the end. 3, 2, 1. See you later, band and lightweight in our high plank position. Back to high low plank right away. High low plank again. Round 2 come at you in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Control it. Control it. Very good. So 3 moves twice through. This is our second round of circuit 1 of 2. Circuit 1 of 2. Very good. That's it. Good control. Good. Really power through that palm. Get back up into that high plank position. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Breathe. Stay on the ground. In our high plank position again for our shoulder blade push-up, shoulder taps. 3, 2, 1. So 2 shoulder blade push-ups and 2 shoulder taps. Really try to pause that shoulder tap for a couple of seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2. We do it all again. So let the chest sink, then press those shoulders to the sky. Hold that press for a second or 2. That's it. There we go. See if you can hold that shoulder tap a little bit longer, Naz. 3, 2, 1. Good. On our feet, tornadoes once again. We're not in Kansas anymore. Is that what? So 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Wizard of Oz, baby. What a good move. Yes. Go, go, go. Small, quick circles. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Switch directions now. Switch directions. That's it. Attention. Yes. And burn. Right to the end. To the end. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Quick little breather. Shake it out. Yes. Moving on to our next circuit now. Next circuit, use weights or the band. Move number 1, we have our wide bent over rows. Wide bent over rows. Stepping onto the band. Okay. Hinge those hips. Nice flat back. Okay. With this one, palms face you. Now use your drive those elbows out wide. Okay. Out wide. Squeeze. Come on down. Drive it wide. Squeeze. Come on down. If that's too much, simply step onto one part of the band. Choke up. Repeat. Okay. So palms face you. Elbows go out wide. Then moving into our external rotation flies. External rotation flies. Now, so it's a little bit tougher. So we can step into the one part of the band here, more beginners, more advanced, both parts. Okay, give it a go. Now, from this one, drive your elbows up, the arms will be bent 90 degrees. Okay, we're going to do an external rotation. So, elbows stay locked in, wrists go out, and we're going to retract our shoulder blades as well. Boom. Okay, lower, and then relax his arms, but arms stay 90 degrees, okay? Side view, here we go. External rotate, retract the shoulder blades, boom, and then lower and relax, okay? And then put it all together. Okay, nice fluid motion. Show your front view again. Rotate, fly. Rotate, fly, okay? That's tough, 2 parts of the band. Try 1 for now, get to 2 the second round through. Then, we have our punch and press. Punch and press. Now band goes behind your back, okay? What we're going to be doing is 4 punches total, and then 4 chest presses. So athletic position, full extension of the arm, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then elbows elevate, palms face down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 chest press, okay? So, all right, and you just keep going. You just keep going, okay? What's happening here? It's attached to me. There we go. Those are your 3 moves for circuit number 2 of the warm-up. So it's 3 moves twice through with our wide bent over row to start. Palms face you, elbows drive out wide. Time's on at 3, 2, 1. Here we go for that. Time is on the clock. Make sure you control. Squeeze at the top. Good. And slow the way down too, right? Edith is not letting that band just pull her arms down. She dictates when those arms come down. Nice squeeze, Cleo. Good pace from there. Very good, nice flat back. There you go. That's it. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So stay in that position. Maybe adjust the band a little bit for our external rotation flies. Starting in 3, 2, elbows locked in. 1. So external rotate, so wrists go out, and then retract those shoulder blades, come back down, lower those arms. Oh, yes. There we go. So elbows are always 90 degrees, rotate, fly. Yes. So lead with the back of your hand on external rotation, and then pretend, right, my fingers between your shoulder blades, and you're trying to squeeze my finger. 3, 2, 1. Good, good. Staying on up now, band behind your back. We have our punch to press. 4 punches, 4 presses. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 punches. Then chest press. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of like a dance move, right? It could be. It could be. That's it. Make sure those presses with elbows elevated as if you're doing a push-up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Very good. 3, 2, 1. Right back into move number 1 now. We have our wide bent over row. Wide bent over row. Last 3 moves of your warm-up. Let's increase that intensity. 3, 2, 1. Turn on. Try those elbows wide. Oh. Good squeeze. Really focus on that time of retention here. Mind-body connection. It's waking up the nervous system. Attached to our upper body muscles. Getting them primed, ready to work hard tonight. Great try. Very good. 5 seconds now. 3, 2, 1 more rep. Time. Very good. Adjust the band now. External rotation flies. External rotation flies. 3, 2, 1. Elbows bent 90 degrees. Time is on. Boom. That's it. External rotate. Track the shoulder blades. Yeah. So we bent to a row position. Here we go. That's it. Nice. Shoulders be burning here. That back is on fire. Yes, Khalil. 8 seconds now. Here we go, Edith. Nice. You got it. Elbows stay locked in. 3, 2, 1 more rep. Time. 10 seconds now. Final move of the warm-up. Let's make it count. 4 punches, 4 chest press. Stay in. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. If you do not have a band and you're using some light weights, you're getting a really good shoulder activation here this evening. Oh, wait. Come on, breathe, breathe. That's it. Keep going, Phil. Punch like you mean it in the ass. Yes, baby. 5 seconds out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There we go. How are we feeling, Edith?
Warm.
Edith is warm. I hope you are as well. Grab a little drink now as we get a stretch coming your way shortly. Yes. Woo. That was a good time. Done. That's it. All right. Nice. All right, you ready, girl? Here we go. Okay. Let's do some arm swings now. Palms face each other. Big up and down. Up and down. Give me 6. And then give me 6 chest openers. Nice loose arms. Pretty much slapping that back. And then 6 lateral raises. So arms are crossed. Back of the hands and raise up and overhead. And then come down. So you have 6 of these lateral swings as well. There we go. Woo. Good. That's it. All right. After that, arms up, palms face forward. Now retract those shoulder blades. Retract. Keep them retracted the whole time as you bend your elbows. Come on down. Big squeeze at the bottom. Big reach up. Come on down again. We'll do this 5 times, okay? Nice and controlled. Right, bringing those arms back as far as you can. Retracting those shoulder blades. Just really feel that through your shoulder blades the whole time. Just like you did through those, external rotation flies, probably. Yeah. After you've done 5, okay. Here's a weird one. Here's a weird one. All right. We're going to be doing some elbow flicks, okay? Some of you may have done this with me in the past, so I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. You're going to make a fist. You're going to bring your arm, pretty much you're drawing a circle with your arms, okay? However, when you come in, as you go out, you're going to flick your elbow. Okay, so come in and then it's a quick finish at the end. There's a flick, boom, your elbow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, very good. Now, other way. So you draw out, and as you come in, you're going to flick. Okay, so in, flick for 5. Boom, boom, woo. That's it. Now my elbows cover extend, so I'm kind of cheating a little bit on that one, I think. All right, now, okay, palms are down, roll shoulder blades back. Okay, we're going to be doing some rotations here. So rotate palm up as high as you can without leaning back, okay, or anything. So rotate, 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 hold, and rotate back down, and palm up, but going the other way. This one, try not to hunch forward, okay? Really rotate as far as you can without hunching forward. Hold. Good. One more time. Palm up as far as you can. Oh, yes. And palm down. Palm up the other way now. Good. Hold. Woo. How's that one? It's weird, eh? Yes. Step back. Thrust that hip. Okay. Squeeze and pulse that glute 20 times. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I'm going that fast. After you've done 20, the leg gets back, walk that arm up, and pulse 5 times to the opposite side. Keep that hip thrusted though. Stretch the obliques and really get that hip flexor going. Especially if you've been sitting all day, great to activate the hip flexor. It tends to be tight after sitting for a few hours. And we'll switch sides once you've done that. Step back. Thrust that hip, get the tips of the hip flexor, squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax, squeeze, pulse, 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 right? Pretend we're playing some Jeremy's EDM here. The dance music, yes. That's it. And pulse 5 times down the side. Go. Good. After that, we'll do 8, okay? Knee drive, torso rotations. Nice and gentle. We'll do 8 total. And then we'll come down into a deep squat. After I adjust my pelvis. Okay, yes. 10 press aways, relatively quick here. Let's get the hips going. We'll be here briefly. I know those legs are probably tender from yesterday's intense session. After 10, come forward. There we have our tabletop position. Elbow rotations here, so pretend you are turning a door handle open and close quickly. Okay, now let's turn to the right and hold as far as you can. Turn to the inside and hold as far as you can. Good. First knuckle push-ups, so power up, fingers stay on the ground, top of your palm stays on the ground, thumb and rest of the palm come down slowly. Maybe 5. Power up, slow. If this is too difficult, sit back to your heels more. If it's too easy, Cleo might be on his feet over there. He's a madman. His wrists are strong. After doing that 5 times, okay. Right hand to the side of your face. Right elbow goes to the sky for 1, 2, and then drive that right elbow 2 or past your left wrist for 1, 2. Okay, 3 times per side. 3 times per side. Good. That's it. Left side now. Rotate as hard as you can. Hold for 2 seconds and drive down to that opposite wrist. Hold for 2 seconds. That's it. Really good mid-back rotation here. Like a little bit of core involvement there too. After you've done 3, dig those toes into the ground. Power up into a pike position. Pulse that chest through your arms a few times as you keep those legs relatively straight. Really stretching the hamstrings and calves here as well a little bit. As you get some more shoulder mobility, upper back mobility here. And then we'll lock your hands to your feet, feet to hands, head is heavy. Deep breaths here, you can sway side to side, pulse it out, or simply just hang out here. Let that heavy though. Let those vertebrae stretch. Let the stress flow away from the day. When you're ready, slowly singing on back up, so your head is in line with your spine. There we go. How are we feeling? She's ready to rock and roll? All right. Stretch out wherever else you feel necessary here. Grab a drink. And And listen up as I demonstrate the workout to come. Okay. Workout 1.0. We have 2 circuits to do. Okay, 2 circuits to do. First one will focus heavily on the chest and shoulders. The latter will focus heavily on the back. Now, each circuit has 3 moves to do. 3 moves, 3 times through. 3 times through. First round through, we have 40 seconds on the clock per move. Second round, we have 30 seconds. And the third and final round, we have 20 seconds. Okay? So come that third and final round, we will know what we're capable of. Okay? So we're really going to go really fast with that round, or choke up more in the band, or use heavier weights for these movements. Okay? Does that make sense? Nice thumbs up. Yeah, okay. And don't worry, in between rounds, so there's 3 rounds, in between rounds, it's going to show you not a lot of time on the clock, but I will pause the timer. Okay, we'll pause the timer, allow you to get a quick sip if you need, and then we'll go ahead into the next round. Now, here we go. Move number 1 of circuit 1. We have our staggered push-ups. Staggered push-ups. I'm going to show you from the side here. So starting, okay, on your toes, or you can go on your knees, up to you. Okay, one hand is going to go forward a little bit, and I'm going to push up. Come back to in line, and opposite hand goes forward. Push up. Easy to do this on your knees as well. Okay. Boom. Boom. Okay. Staggered push-up. If that bothers your wrists a lot, simply regular push-ups or push-ups of your choice there. Okay. Then moving into movement number 2, we have our supine. So we're laying on our back. Supine press. Okay. To front raise. Supine press to front raise. So we have a red band here. Okay. You want to look at these weights as well. We have a red band. We're going to be in a dead bug position. So legs are back. And it's under our thighs. Under our thighs. Okay. From here, we're going to be doing an overhead press. But think about doing overhead as if you were standing. So overhead, then, okay, a front raise. Now your hands come over your chest, and they come back to overhead. And then bend those elbows to come back down your shoulders. So palms face up here. So overhead press. Come down, and then back up. Straight arms, and then bend those elbows. Okay? So now I have both. Okay, I have the full band moved around my legs. It's pretty difficult. So if you want to, simply put the whole band around your legs, so it's a single portion there. Okay? Then after that, we'll be moving into our dips. So if you have a chair or a bench or a stair nearby, we'll be doing some tricep dips. Okay? Here we go. I'm going to bring this over here. Edith, working over here. Okay? Now, tricep dips, hands right beside our hips. Okay? We're going to come off just enough that our back is going to graze the bench of the step. Okay? Legs can start straight for more advanced. Coming down, bend those elbows, power those palms. Big up. Okay? Come down, big up. If you need to, get those feet closer to help make it a little bit easier. Now, if you do not have a bench, stair, or chair around, you can simply use a red band and do some single arm tricep extensions. So one hand will be behind your head, one arm is back behind your low back. That arm is going to be stationary while the arm behind your head will be doing the full extension. Okay? Boom, boom. And that one, you'll have to do a very quick switch halfway through each round, as each round is a different time period. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, proactive. 3 moves, 3 rounds, 40 seconds first, then 30 second, 20 seconds for the third and final round. With a little water break in between rounds. Starting with your staggered push-ups, So high plank position to start. Time is on. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here we go. So one hand goes forward, push up. That's it. So the hand that is behind will get most of the work here. That's it. So it's the closest thing to a single arm push-up as you can. Safely, of course. We are halfway through. Oh, baby. That's it. Good. Big exhale as you power those palms into the ground. 10 seconds left here. Good. Good control, Edith. 5 seconds now. 3, 2, 1 more rep. Time. Grab onto that right band of leg weights. We have our press to raise. Press to raise. So band is around those. Okay, I'll pause it for a brief moment. Band is around under your thigh. Okay, we'll be in a dead bug position. So hands under your thigh. We'll be doing an overhead press, palms up, and then arms come straight down over chest, then back up overhead, then bend those elbows to reset. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So press. Yes. Or we can do what Khalil's doing. Khalil has weights. He's going to be doing a kneeling overhead press down to a front raise. Yeah, baby. Very unique there. I like it. That's it. Very good. Next. Halfway through. All right. Control that. Control, baby. Oh yeah, Khalil. Shake it up. Deep breaths. How are we doing, Edith? Making it look easy. There we go. Woo! Very good. 3, 2, 1. Into our dips now. Into our dips or red band extension. Here we go. Here we go. Time's on. 3, 2, 1. We're moving. 40-second bench dips or tricep extensions. The quickest switch ever, okay? Halfway through. Here, Khalil and us. There we go. Good. Power through. Control the way down. Big exhale as you push through. 3, 2, and we're switching sides. If you have a band, you're doing your bench dips, you're still going. Nice quick switches, you two. Keep that elbow locked in if possible. Boom, versus being way out here. Locked in. Make sure you're challenging yourself here. 1 arm at a time. Woo, shake it out. 3, 2, 1 more rep. There we go. Quick little breather. Quick little breather. Go with the timer here. Good. That was round 1. Round 2 now. Into our stagger push-ups here. Stagger push-ups in 5 seconds. Stagger push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Back at it again. Let's get it. Oh. Yes. There we go. Remember, if this bothers your wrists, no need to impress anybody. You can do regular push-ups. Okay. That's it. Just over halfway now. We have a 30-second round now. 30-second round, remember. So we keep increasing that intensity round by round. Very good. So we're going to stay on our toes. 3, 2, 1. Time. There we go. Grab that band or weights. You know what to do now. We have our overhead press to raise. 3, 2, 1. Time is on the clock. Overhead raise. Lower that weight. Control it. Nicely done, Khalil. Power up. There we go. Nice. Let's bend those elbows now. Just over halfway, right? 30 seconds is a quick amount of time. Look at you go, Edith. Look at you go. 4. Last time our attention here. 5 seconds now. No stopping. 3, 2, 1. Relax now. That's it. Find that band or that bench or chair, what have you. We have our dips again. And 3, 2, 1. We're on. Yes. That's a chair here. Very good. That's it. Power through those palms up into a almost straight arm, if not a straight arm. There we go. Halfway through already. Quick switch. Yes, get after it. Make sure we're choking up on that band. If you are switching with that red band, go an extra second more. Here. 3, 2, 1. Time. There we go. All done. Deep breaths now. Deep breaths. Woo. We're doing great. We're doing great things here, everybody. Now, third and final round. 20 seconds per move. Increase that intensity, so pick up the pace here. Maybe try to push ups on your toes for 1 or 2 reps. Let's get it. 6 seconds now. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Staggered push-ups. 20 seconds on the clock. There we go. Yes. Good pace here. Boom. Get up. There we go, Cleo. Well done, baby. Good push. 5 seconds now. Keep going. Keep going. 3, 2, 1 more. Time. Woo! On our backs, let's get set up now for our overhead press. 3, 2, 1. Time is on. We're flying. 20 seconds. Really choke up on that band if you have bands, maybe some heavier weights here. Or go fast. So we'll go fast with it. We're halfway through already. Come on. Quick 20 seconds. Intense 20 seconds. 3, 2, one more rep. There you go. Last move of circuit number 1. Let's get it. They are dips or tricep extensions in 3, 2, 1. That's it. That's it. That's it. Choke up on that band. Power up, Cleo. Keep going. That's halfway now. Quick switch. That's good. All. Let those arms be jelly. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. 3, 2, one more rep. There we go. Well done. Well done. Are they jelly? A little bit, eh? That's it. Grab a drink, everybody. Nice first circuit. Okay. Same timing here for circuit number 2. More on the back and biceps now. Okay. Back and biceps. All right. Got my band. You got the band over there? Yes. Okay. Movement number 1. We have our V-sit. Okay. V-sit alternate height pull downs. So on our butts, press that chest up, lean back, engage that core. Okay, feet can be on or off the ground, up to you. Let's get a lot of tension through this band. Okay, so drive those hands out a little bit, just get more tension. Bend those elbows, drive those elbows out. This band comes to chest. Okay, then press out on 45-degree angle. Okay, then drive those elbows back to your chest and press up straight. Okay, good control here the entire time. Your shoulder, the back of your shoulders and your back will be on fire, okay? Make sure you have a lot of tension through that band. Then, after that, we're going to roll onto our stomachs, where we have our pull down push-ups. Pull down push-ups, okay? This one, not as much tension as move number 1, okay, but similar movement initially. So legs up the ground, okay, head, chest, arms up the ground. Bend those elbows right away, bring the band to your chest. Then push your arms out, so straight out, and then do a big circle and go back to the starting position, okay? So pull down, push those arms out, and then big circle. Nice and slow, decent amount of tension, okay? Decent amount of tension there. Then lastly, back to our V-sit, okay? We have our V-sit curls. V-sit curl. I'm down on myself. Yes, we do. All right. I'm just getting excited to think of the next workout portion. V-sit curls. Hand on your feet. Again, press the chest up, knee back. Okay. Palms up. I want those arms level with the ground the entire time. Okay. And what I mean by that is, when you curl, you're going to be curling your palm towards your face, versus driving your elbow down and curling your palm to your shoulder. Okay. Looks like this. Okay. Big curl. Okay. If the full band is around those feet, that's going to be a tough one. When beginner, just get one portion of that band around the feet. Okay. And you will feel this through the core as well. But elbows are level, arms level with the ground, versus doing a kind of curl row. All right. Here we go, baby. 3 new moves. Circuit number 2. Starting with our V-sit, alternate height pull downs. V-sit, alternate height pull downs. Starting above, pulling down, and pressing on a 45-degree angle, coming back in, and repeating. All right, chest is up, leaning back, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Here we go. That's it. Is that enough tension, Edith?
That's great.
It's great, okay. There we go.
I feel like it's strong.
Just drive it in, power out, back, oh sorry, bring it in, power up, bring it into your chest. So every time you hit your chest, you're going to change directions at your chest. Boom. Just over halfway now. There we go. Good. 10 seconds down. Very good, Naz. Break that band, Cleo. Break that band, baby. That's it. 3, 2, 1 more. 5. Very good. Moving on to your stomachs now. We have our pull down push-ups. 3, 2, 1. So bend those elbows right away, pull down and push those arms straight out, and then a big circle back to your arms being straight overhead. That's it. Bend those elbows, push out, big circle. There we go. Make sure those feet are off the ground as well. Working the whole low back here. Yes, halfway through. I need to start picking certain moves so I can see Cleo more often. I'm sure you're doing great, my man, down there. Lots of tension. 10 seconds now. Yes, shake it out, back into it. And those elbows push out. Big circle. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Back on your butts now. V-sit position once more. Palms up. We have our curls. V-sit curls. And 3, 2, 1. Time is on the clock. Palms are up. Make sure we're curling those palms to our face. Elbows stay where they are. There we go. Versus driving your elbows. That's it. Nice. Done. Feel that core, eh? Yeah, as soon as you curl, it's going to feel a lot of core activation. So make sure that chest is pressed up. Core's engaged. Not your low back here. While over halfway. Very good. Nice. Way to keep those arms level. Yes, baby. Big squeeze, Cleo. Yeah, baby. Woo. Here we go, you two. Keep doing what you're doing. 3, 2, 1 more big bicep curl. There we go. Nicely done. A little bit of a breather here. Ignore the timer. Woo. Nice first round, everybody. Nice first round. Heading into our second round now. We know what to do. We know what we're capable of. 30 seconds per move. Starting with our V-sit. Okay, alternate height pull downs, baby. Pull downs. Timer's on. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So every time the band hits your chest, you're going to switch that height. Straight up, and then 45 degrees out. That's it. Lots of tension through that band. And make that back work hard. Just over halfway. Press that chest up as well. Core's engaged. A little extra bonus there. Functional movement here at Proactive. 5 seconds remain. 3, 2, 1 more rep. There we go. On our stomachs once again. We have our pull down push-ups. That says some more tension here. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Feet off the ground, touch those arms off the ground. Pull down, push those arms out, and big circle back to the top. On that circle, don't let that band just pull your arms back up above the head. Okay, you control it. You control it. There we go. Just over halfway now. Yes. Yes, go. You got it. 6 seconds. Big reach. Yes. 3, 2, 1 more pull, Cleo. There we go. V-sit curls. V-sit curls. Show off those guns now. 3, 2, 1. Time is on. We want quick transitions here, okay, everybody? All we have to do is roll over, band around those feet. Palms face up, big squeeze when you bring those palms to your face. There you go. There you go. Keep those elbows up, level with the ground, arms level with the ground. 10 seconds. Right, as you curl, upper body stays level, okay? 3, 2, 1. That's it. Woo! We're flying through this, eh? We're kicking ass over here, baby. 5 seconds now. I'll pause it for you, of course. Heading to our third and final round. Third and final round. 20-second round now. Starting with our V-sit. Right? Pull down. It's also known as pull downs. Get lots of tension to that band. Lots of tension. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. That's it. Maybe you can double up that band if you want to as well. Keep that in mind. Right? Turn the band. Oh, baby, that'll be a tough one. Yes. Boom. There we go. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds flies by. On our stomachs again. Okay, lots of tension for this one. Lots of tension. 3, 2, 1. Pull down, push-ups. Pull down, push-ups. I don't care how many reps you get. Get lots of tension to that band. Lots of tension. Get those legs high off the ground. Yeah. Halfway through already. Come on, break that band, Edith. Yes, you'll do it one day. I know it. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Roll on over. V-sit curls. V-sit curls. Get that tension. Palms up. 3, 2, done. 20 seconds, baby. 20 seconds, let's get it. Big squeeze, big squeeze. Press that chest up, lean back. Squeeze those guns. Let me see the gun shown as. Yes. Those sleeves are gonna pop off. 3, 2, one more squeeze. Time. Woo! How are those arms now?
Burning.
They're burning. Well done, everybody. Grab a drink. Grab a drink. Listen up for workout 2.0 now. Workout 2.0. All right. Very simple movements. Very simple movements here for workout 2.0. We have 10 minutes on the clock. We have an even rep-based pyramid. Okay. Even rep-based pyramid. Now, there are 5 movements to get done. Okay, we've all done these movements before. However, the tempo is going to be 1, 1, 2. Okay, not necessarily the tempo, but the movements will be done one arm, then the opposite arm, then both arms. Okay, that'll make sense when I show you. We're going to be doing chest press initially. If you have weights, you can easily do this on your back, band on your back, or standing. Up to you. Chest press. Now, keep in mind, each rep we're going to count is only when we use both arms. Okay, both arms. So for the chest press, elbows elevated, palms face down. We're going to go one arm out, that arm's going to come back. Opposite arm out, that arm will come back. Then both arms. That's 1 rep there. Okay, so that's both arms. Then 1, 1, and that's 2. Okay, 1, 1. That's 3, for example. Okay. We start with 2 of everything, and move to 4, then 6, then 8. Okay. After the chest press, we have our skull crushers. Skull crushers. This one, we're going to come onto the ground. We have light weights or the band behind your back. Okay. Palms face each other. We're going to start with our elbows bent 90 degrees. Now with this one, I'm going to drop my right arm down all the way, and then extend all the way up, then stop halfway down. Left arm down all the way, full extension up, stop halfway down. And both arms down all the way up, and that's 1, okay? So full extend, down all the way up, then both, that's 2, okay? Then I move on to our bent over rows. Bent over rows. Stepping onto the band, or with weights, palms face each other. Okay, nice into the hips. Drive 1 up, opposite arm up, then both. That's 1, okay? That's 2, okay? Then, moving on from there, we're going to be doing our bicep curls. Bicep curls. So we're going to step into the band with 1 foot or both feet, up to you. Okay, palms face each other again here. But our arms are going to start at 90 degrees. Drop 1 arm all the way, full curl, stop at 90 degrees. Then the opposite arm all the way down, full curl, stop, then both arms down. That's 1, okay? Then both, that's 2 reps. Oh. Lastly, we have our shoulder press. So 1 foot in the band or both feet. Again, okay, our elbows or arms are going to be halfway, okay, in the halfway portion of the movement. Power 1 arm up, come all the way down, stop at 90. Other arm, all the way up, stop at 90. Both arms down, power up, stop at 90. That's 1, okay? Boom, that's 2, baby. Does that make sense, everybody? Right, the count of everything, we always count the rep when we use both arms. We use both arms, okay? We're going to have an even rep-based ladder. We have 10 minutes on the clock. Let's see how high we can get, okay? Good quality reps, of course. Let's see how high we can get. Even reps. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Let's start with our chest press, okay? Chest press. Ready? We got our jams on. Time is on. In 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. 10 minutes on the clock. So right arm, left arm, then both arms. Right arm, left arm, then both arms. After that, we have our skull crushers. So palms face each other. Arms are bent 90 degrees. Lower the 1 arm all the way, and extend. And stop 90 degrees. Okay, here we go. You got it. Great job. After your skull crushers, we have bent over row. So we're quickly going to stand up. That's it. Step onto that band. We'll grab some weights here. Palms face each other. Nice into the hips. Drag 1 arm up. Opposite arm up. Then both arms up. Boom. That's 1. Yes. Control this, all from the back. After bent over row, we have our bicep curls. Bicep curls. Quick switch to the bands or quick switch to the weights. Palms face each other, but the arms 90 degrees, right? Come down all the way, big curl with one, all the way with one, boom, and all the way down with both, right? That's why there's lots of time and attention there, okay? After your curls, we have our shoulder press, baby. Shoulder press. Elbows start 90 degrees. One arm sinks down, presses all the way up. Opposite arm sinks down, presses all the way up. Then both arms sink down, press all the way up, okay? Lots of time and attention here. There we go. After that, you go back to your chest press for 4 repetitions. 4 repetitions. Yes. Edith is working smart and hard here.
How am I starting?
Yes. So you're going to go 1 all the way, come all the way down. Opposite arm all the way, and then both arms all the way. Yes, you got it, go. That's it. Nice. So it's only the skull crusher, bicep curl, and shoulder press. So I want you to be kind of holding the motion halfway. Holding the motion halfway. There we go. That's it. So yeah, goes all the way down, extend, and both go all the way up. Woo! After skull crushers, we're back to our bent over row. Here we go. So we're already 2 minutes in. We're already well over 2 minutes in, everybody. These 10 minutes will fly by. Will fly by. Boom. Boom. That's it. It's going to start off easy, right? 2 reps, everything, only 4, but we get to 6, and all of a sudden 8. Woo. It's going to start building and building. Well done, Naz. Drive. Good control, Khalil. All in the back, all in the back. After your bent over rows, we have our bicep curls. Arms start 90 degrees, okay, Khalil? Oh, and one arm goes all the way down, power up, then 90. Other arm all the way down, power up, then 90. There you go. That's it. We're only counting the reps that we do with both arms. Ooh, baby, how are we doing? Doing great. Doing great. A great form, great demonstrator here tonight. Woo. After that, we have our shoulder press. So yeah, starting. Arms 90 degrees, drop one elbow, power all the way up. Drop the other elbow, power all the way up, and both elbows. Yes. That's it. Very good. There we go. Keep those elbows relatively high. Okay, Naz. Then drop one elbow, pull. One elbow, pull. So you're always stopping at about 90 degrees, okay? You got it. That's it. Khalil's got some great lighting over there. I can see all his upper body muscles. Yes, they're pumping, baby. They're pumping. 4 minutes in now. Woo! Here we go. We're on 6 now. Edith is on 6. I think the rest of us are on 6 too. Nicely done. There we go. That's it. Getting lots of reps in here today. Nice little workout 2.0. There is no finisher today. Keep that in mind as we power through all the way to the end of this circuit. That's it. Go. Nicely done, Naz. Good. And both now. There you go. Whew. There we go. There we go, Khalil. Yes, at the same time. So Ali actually missed a good one. 5 minutes in already, everybody. 5 minutes remain. Dig deep. Go. Make sure you challenge yourself, okay? Challenge yourself. I don't want it to be too easy. You don't want to be just going through the motions. Feel those muscles burn. That's how we get better. One rep at a time. One burn at a time. That's it. All right. He's engaged. Try those elbows up. Well, you can choke up on that next time, that's for sure. Or even right now. She's getting a little bit of wider stance. Yeah. So she knows it was too easy. She adjusted. Make it challenging. There you go. Big drive. Woo! Make sure we have those Hips hinge on the bent over row, right? Hips are hinged, no curvature of the back, okay? Nose like this. Hips are hinged. Don't want to pull anything. Don't want to get too fatigued here. Strong position. Oh, she's on the curls now. Naz is on the overhead press, I think. Woo! That's it. Keep in mind, you can always adjust, just like Edith did, right? She has 2 feet in now. If she were to get tired, which I don't think she will, she could take 1 foot out, for example. Right? You can always kind of regress. Start as a challenge, you can always regress. Look at the gun show here today, yes.
You made me lose count.
What's that?
You made me lose count.
Very good. That's it. Just do a bonus one.
Okay.
That's it. Khalil, deep breaths. Take breaks as you need, but we only have 3 minutes left now. We're flying. We're flying. If you ever need a couple of seconds to breathe, maybe a quick sip of water here and there. Quick sip though. Time to dig deep now. That's it. Those elbows, 90 degrees. Very good. Yes. Woo! Bill's got some heavy curls over there going on. Good challenge now. There we go. There we go, baby. Here we go, Naz. Control that overhead press. Make sure on the overhead press with her knees slightly bent, core is engaged, okay? I don't want anybody just standing close and leaning back, right? No leaning back on that overhead press, okay? Keep those hips under those shoulders. Woo! Here we go. You're on 8 now? 8. Now we're getting up that ladder, baby. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. You got it, Phil. Dig deep, my man. Minimal breaks now. I know 2 minutes is a long time, but it'll fly by. 8 minutes has already gone by, baby. Good press. Way to choke up on that band, girl. Woo! That's it. Breathing in between motions. That's kind of your break, right? Give it 5-10 seconds there. Good. We're flying through. How many chest presses do you think you've done now?
Too many.
Too many.
Pass me the 5s.
I can give you the 5s. Ian's going for the 5s now. Light weights on the skull crushers. There you go. Got a lot of reps here. That's it. 1 minute remains, baby. 1 minute remains. Woo! When the timer hits 0, okay, when that timer hits 0, I want you to give me 10 repetitions of whatever you're on, but with both arms, okay? When that timer hits 0, I want 10 repetitions of whatever movement you're on with both arms. So no single arm movements there. Just 10 in a row, both arms, okay? Boom. That's it. And if you're in between moves, you're going to that next move anyway when that timer hits 0. 30 seconds left. Here we go. That's it. Choke up on that, girl. Choke up on that, Edith. Good. Last 20 seconds of our evening. Try it. Try it. Good. When that timer hits 0, I want 10 reps. Both arms moving at the same time. Here we go. Khalil's getting to his bent over row. 3, 2, 1. All right, 10 reps now. Khalil's got 10 bent over rows with both arms. I think Naz does as well. So does Edith. Big squeeze, control. 10 reps, and that's your little mini finisher here. Woo-wee. There we go, girl. Boom. Yes. Give me a flex. Give me a flex. That's it. Yes. Khalil's forearms are dead. Well done, Proactive. Well done. Nice little get jack session there. Thank you for coming out, joining Edith and I. I'm going to unmute us all, or ask us to unmute anyway. Boom. There we go. How was that, Naz?
Good.
Arms are jelly? She's flexing.
Yeah.
She's flexing.
Have nothing to flex.
That's it. That's awesome. Khalil, how are we doing, man?
That was a really fun 10 minutes.
Yeah. Right? That flew by. I should have made it 20 minutes.
No, I like that.
No, I like that. Good mix there, everybody. That was awesome. Make sure, right, take a little sweaty selfie. Check out on Instagram, Facebook, #warmcoats. Every few check-ins helps donate coats to those in need during this cold season. Okay? Get a good stretch on now, right? Helps the recovery. Get some good eats and rest in, and we'll see you all tomorrow, baby. All right? Much love, much love. Have a good night now.
Good night.